hike, I was, of course, thinking about the rains and the floods and thinking about the song from Annie that the sun would come out tomorrow. And thought about singing it, and then I thought, no, MEMA and our emergency responders already have enough crises to deal with, so I will spare you that. I'm the president of the statewide coalition United to Stop Slots in Massachusetts. We are here today to talk about the super secret slots bill. The Massachusetts House of Representatives is considering a big change that will affect all citizens in the Commonwealth, the character of the Commonwealth, and life as we've known it in the Commonwealth. Legalizing up to 6 gambling facilities with the prospect of more to come. No independent cost-benefit analysis exists to show what 6 gambling facilities will cost Massachusetts residents. But almost no one has seen the super secret slots bill. United to Stop Slots in Massachusetts has called for an independent study through a coalition to find out the true costs and benefits of legalizing thousands of slot machines across the state. No one should be expected to vote on a bill of this magnitude, a major policy, major fiscal, major economic impact bill, with only a few days or potentially 2 weeks to review, and no solid numbers on the real costs of the lottery, infrastructure, and increases to social services, the environment, law enforcement, and criminal regulation. Legalizing slot machines at tracks and casinos is a contentious issue. It should not be rushed through without proper analysis of the true costs. We've seen many benefit analysis, and frankly seen media repeat proponents' one-sided benefit claims without adequate information on budgets and the costs. Legislators need to know if this will cost Massachusetts or help us. Taxpayers need to know, will this cost us or help us? Citizens need to know. The slots casino lobbyists aren't eyeing Massachusetts because they care about our budget struggles. They're looking to turn a profit. We need to know who wins in this deal. The gambling special interests or Massachusetts taxpayers who have to pay for the increased social and infrastructure costs. Massachusetts legislators and citizens, the coalition across the state, the regional, municipal, local officials need the time and information of an independent cost-benefit study commission to make an adult, informed decision. Massachusetts citizens deserve an opportunity to study and comment on any bill through a basic democratic process with public hearings. We have heard that the Speaker will release his bill tomorrow. We have not heard that there's an intention for any public hearings on this bill. We are hearing it is expected to go straight through committee, straight to the House floor, for debate and a vote. Fast track. Major public policy. Fast track. Designed and developed behind closed doors. In the age of ethics reform, we should expect transparency on Beacon Hill, but little is known of the super secret slots bill. Legislators have only heard of a vague framework of licensing 6 predatory gambling facilities in the Commonwealth, maybe more. Taxpayers and citizens don't know what the super secret slots bill contains. The media does not know. Legislators and the governor do not know what is in the bill. Nobody seems to know where these gambling facilities will be located. Will Native American casinos come into the mix, making 8 gambling facilities in the Commonwealth? How will market saturation in the Northeast impact revenues and capital projects? How will Massachusetts residents benefit from losing money to casino billionaires? Who has the speaker consulted? Not the opponents, not the many member organizations or individuals of United to Stop Slots in Massachusetts. Instead of super secret slots bill, USS Mass thinks that the slots debate should be transparent, with plenty of time for legislators and state agencies to review and study the bill. We believe it should promote civic engagement with input from the local public officials and potential host communities and regions. We believe the debate should be driven by real numbers with an independent, non-industry driven analysis. We believe we should keep with Massachusetts' smart growth strategies with sufficient time and resources to assess how gambling facilities hurt small businesses, theaters, arts venues, and open space. As of now, we know very little about the super secret slots bill. What we do know, we know that the super secret slots bill is not scheduled for a public hearing. We know that the Attorney General has cautioned the legislators strongly that an expensive economic crime bill and regulatory framework are needed before an expanded gambling is deliberated. We know that the expensive economic crime bill and regulatory framework have not been vetted or implemented. Will that be rushed through also? Is that on a fast track somewhere? We know that there are no line items proposed to pay for the increased government services, which will include local and state police, surveillance, new computer systems and software, new equipment purchases, additional district court, district attorney, and corrections costs. We know that small businesses, potential municipal host regions, statewide coalitions, economists, and law enforcement groups, including the Massachusetts Police Association, are concerned about the negative fiscal impacts. We know that no analysis has been done to assess the impact of 6 gambling locations to our water, land, and energy. We know that the Speaker has ignored, thus far, the guidance of the Governor and the Attorney General to conduct an independent cost-benefit analysis. We know that predatory gambling, slots, casinos shift wealth from players and losers and taxpayers to casino developers. We know that discretionary income used for Massachusetts theaters and restaurants will be sucked up by casinos, rather than being recirculated in the local economy, and those jobs will be lost. Where is the voice for the jobs that will be lost? We know that predatory gambling, slots, and casinos negatively impact local aid to our communities by reducing lottery revenues. We know cities and towns can't afford more hits to local aid. We know predatory gambling, slots, and casinos are a sucker's tax, impacting those who can afford it the least. We know taxpayers shoulder the burden for an industry that does not pay its own way. California taxpayers subsidize the casino industry $1 million a year for the social costs. We know special interests, casino lobbyists, and wealthy investors shouldn't determine whether Massachusetts legalizes slots at tracks and casinos. Accurate data should determine whether or not this is a good deal for Massachusetts or just a sweetheart deal for the casino tycoons. We know that it has been announced that the super secret slots bill will be released tomorrow on April Fool's Day. The gambling special interests are hoping the Commonwealth will be their next joke. We hope USS Mass, our many coalition organizations and individuals, we hope that good government will prevail. Thank you.